Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back with another episode of Hearthstone. So, all we need to do today is, I overshot it even, get 2 victories of Priest and Warlock, and 1 victory of Druid and Hunter. Overshot it, meant to only get 3, and 3 victories, so I would have 2 victories to get here. Thus, we would try for an episode where we won 4 games out of 5. Uh, Now we really only have to win 3 games out of 5, which is probably a little bit more accurate. We're still getting to the point. We're still at that point. We're not even getting to it. We are at that point where we are not getting 3 episodes per recording session. And we did an arena run. So, uh, am I super worried or upset about that? No, I'm not, because my video backlog on Hearthstone is rather high. Months and months and months. So,
I feel icky.
not getting too far ahead is probably a smart idea. Tavern Brawl seems like they've at least somewhat renewed their effort here to updating and adding stuff to Hearthstone. So you'll be seeing like the Tavern Brawl. You'll be seeing it a couple months when you see this episode after it actually came out, and that doesn't really help anything. If only I had the opportunity in which I could if only I had the opportunity in which I could actually what am I trying to say? I can't even remember. Man, just blank on it. Just blank on what you're saying. I don't know. Yeah, it's totally gone. Wow. Let's just talk about the games. I am super forgetful. If you haven't realized that yet, I am super forgetful. It's just like right there. It happens too. In the middle of the conversation. It just goes. This is why my nightmare is that I am too young to be seriously tested for like Alzheimer's, and by the time somebody does seriously test me for something like Alzheimer's, they're gonna go, oh yeah, you are the worst case of it that has ever existed. So that is one of my nightmares scenarios right there. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna end our turn with that. Maybe we should start thinking about breaking episodes into 4 games per episode. I don't know, though. Really don't know. Still waiting for them to do like 1 more damage to my face so I can play. This is so silly. Well, fine, we'll play this. Alright. So if I had 1 mana, I could play it now, but I don't, so let's just smash the face some more. just recently was able to get the Father's Day announcement. Every holiday I do a very simple,
Did someone
supposed to be
say
simple,
mom?
supposed to take no work at all, like 20 minutes of work at most. Picture, put some music that I can use on it, hopefully get a few views on it, potentially from those few views get a
In the light's name.
let's see.
Where shall I
See. Well, geez. Double that health and end the turn. Okay. Uh, but yeah, I was able to get that done. I really didn't think my artist volunteer was gonna get it done. Uh, didn't think for a second he was gonna get it done. I pretty much thought he had given up getting anything done at any time. There's definitely a lack of understanding and communication going on. He does not seem to realize just the vast number
In the light's name.
of
My shield for Argon!
games that have been put out, that have been recorded, and how that's growing and growing and growing, and falling behind, and not even falling behind, but just not getting ahead is causing him to not have things ready. Ideally, I need an artist that can have the art and the thumbnails for each video made and completed before I even start recording the first video, because as soon as I get it uploaded, that's when I need to have the thumbnail to put it into the file. Not a day after the video's put up, not a week after, not a month after, not a year after. But whatever, I mean.
Let the pain
So for
speak to
any
me.
future person who would be my artist, they need to be like super on the ball and get it. Like Fallout 4. Make those thumbnails right now, just in case I play the game. I don't want an artist. It's not like I'm asking for an artist who would kill themselves and do a lot of work on there. I want just simple things. The artist should be able to
I am ready.
I'm not even very demanding about what it is, as long as it's the same everywhere. If they want to go in a completely different art style than what I have done right now, which isn't that much, I'm fine with that. Doesn't bother me one bit.
Bring the pain.
That minion already attacked.
Job's done.
But yeah, I need a new artist. Somebody who's dependable, somebody who can get the work done, somebody who preferably is in art school, or possibly even if you are really good and you're in high school. I'd hate to go to
Someday
a
I'll
high
be
school
just
kid,
like
because
you.
things are just gonna change. You're gonna be graduating in a year. You're gonna be going to college. You're gonna be all that. I prefer somebody who was already settled into a art school, college type thing, or is someone who is in the adult working world and could do that. It would be a lot it'd be really helpful too if people,
Runs out on me.
whoever was going to be an artist, was into games, really into games, so they were up on things. They knew not only that Fallout 4 is coming out, but they know that when every game is coming out, and so they have that full understanding going on. But I don't even have to talk to them, and I'll just would look in like a Dropbox folder or something, and it would be, oh, the video's already there, and not the video, the thumbnail's already there. It's already been made. They anticipated that I was gonna play this game eventually, and just made it. So
Embrace the void.
Job done.
yeah, I don't want to be a boss. I really don't. I don't want to be a boss. I don't want to have to ride people's butts. I don't want to have to get back to them and say, was this? I don't want somebody as forgetful as me to work with me. I pretty much in any job,
I wonder.
the last thing you want is a mirror of your own faults, and so I have probably a lot of faults. Being forgetful, being kinda lazy, being one
What to do?
single-minded,
What to
probably
do?
a little bit, and not very organized. All those things, not really what I want mirrored back in someone else. If there's
Runs out on me.
if I have an artist, let's just say that, who's as forgetful as me, well then we'll both forget things, and then that would be a big problem. If I have an artist who doesn't want to do the art as much as I don't want to do the art, then they're probably not much of an artist to begin with, but that's still a problem.
Job's done.
On top of needing an artist to get off an artist, I need an editor. I need a social media person too. I need somebody who can be in charge of Facebook, in charge of
Your magic shall not.
Twitter, Tumblr, all that. And I don't know really what they need to do on the social media. I think I've got that pretty well set. But if they had expertise, if they said, we can get you this many more people to see and read your posts, and that will mean more views, and that will mean more ad revenue, that would be great. But frankly, Twitter in particular has a problem of just people don't read your tweets. It's bots that read your tweets. The tweets, they come, they go. They don't need more tweets on Twitter. They need more people who are reading. It's kind of a weird, unique problem to Twitter. In Facebook, people don't see your posts because Facebook does their garbage. In Twitter, people don't see your posts because Twitter has like no way of going back and seeing old things. If you scroll down in Facebook, you still won't see things unless you're sorted at most recent instead of top stories. And Facebook has recently even said they've heard that message. Maybe they will actually act on it, and that people want to see their friends and things they really care about as opposed to not a bunch of garbage BuzzFeed retweet stuff. But part of the problem is at least in my case, the people I friended are reposting and retweeting the BuzzFeed garbage stuff, and it's like, okay. more than I need an editor, way more than I need a social media guy. I can personally handle the social media as far as I've handled it this well so far.
In the light's name.
But an editor who would go through my videos, see if he can label and tag things better, who could potentially edit things into compilations. If we can get a second or third or fourth or fifth use of a video, that is great news. I've done a little bit of experiments with that. Try to do some reruns on the weekends as it is. That would definitely help. The labeling, the editing, getting annotations in it. The outro is on the artist a little bit right now. I don't have the art to do the outro, but on top of not having the art to do the outro, I don't have the ability to put the links in the outro. So I need an editor to once I make the outro video portion of that, I need the editor then to go in there and with every video put in the same invisible boxes that you click on so that the outro would actually work. Why this is not built into YouTube is ridiculous. It's just silliness that it's not there. I can't believe I lost with the priest too. That is awful. But why I cannot just have some of these things be repeated, or why can I not just make one outro video and have it play at the end is beyond me.
Victory or death! Your soul shall be mine!
Maybe I can. Maybe there is a trick to this. I'll have to test this slot out. Maybe I can take the videos, make an outro video, and then whenever I take a video, go into YouTube's video editor and just combine the current video with the outro video, and then if the outro video already has the annotations and everything in it, that would get combined too. That is an interesting thing. I can quickly test that today and see if that really happens. The other thing I need to do today is finish my computer and put it together. It's been apart for too long. It's not got its big hard drive plugged in. Now that I've bought all those games on Steam sale, I need some of those to be installed right now. I need to go back and do the Talos Principle again. Try to get that done as a way of an apology for as bad as the original series was with just crashing and stuff. Why I'm apologizing for the game not running on a laptop is kind of beyond me, but alright, whatever. I made a bad video, whether it was my fault or not. It's a bad series. It needs to be, and I would like to fix that. Okay, so I can do this, and then this, and then end that turn. But right now I have the Talos Principle installed, so I need to play through that, which is still going to take a while. it's not a short enough game either. Even knowing how to do all the puzzles.
I see everything.
Let's see. At least make him suffer for that one. Now he'll attack one of these. Or maybe one attack and I'll get real lucky. Play this, heal him. I guess I should have played this guy instead of this guy actually. Now that I think about it. Let's see how this is gonna work. Attack this. Attack this. All done in the turn. I need, besides a social media person, I need just an advertising person. Somebody who knows advertising backwards and forwards and isn't gonna have us do the sleaziest of sleazy things that are gonna irritate my small fan base now. Although it may very well come down to the point where it's just like, well, my fan base is so small right now, if I irritate all of them to get 100 subscribers, well, then that would be a drastic improvement. But advertising is really a weird thing. Do I really want to see? Am I even good enough to start advertising myself? And the answer to that's probably no. I really am not. We've got a lot of work still needs to be done. Just as far as polishing the channel, polishing the artwork, having a brand that's looks good and is ready to go. What can I personally improve upon myself? I need to be less forgetful if I could be. I don't think I can be, so sorry about that. More insightful would be nice. It'd be nice if I had more insight to share, and I probably do have a little bit, but I need to just realize what I have and share it better.
I see everything.
It's all good. So frozen or not, this thing is still going to go off. That's cool. Yeah, frozen didn't stop it. The only thing that will stop its ability is if it's silenced. Deal 2 to 4 damage to the minion. That solves that problem. Okay, so nice. Finally, we get a victory. I'm really surprised we didn't get a victory with the priest. Of all the things that it would be unbelievable, the fact that we got a victory with the warlock and then failed with the priest is hard to swallow as reality. Probably let's see.
Anduin versus Gul'dan.
I feel like if I had more
mine.
games, that's
The light
one way
shall
to improve
bring
myself,
victory.
is just as I keep going, as I keep adding old games and building up the library, we can say, well, this guy, we can make it at least seem like I've been doing this for years and years, when I've been playing video games for years and years, but I haven't been doing YouTube for that long. Also, I think if I just start doing more random things, I'll get more
I greet you.
areas of
Is someone injured?
let's see.
Greetings.
I'll get more random people coming on. Poker Night at the Inventory is a great example of that because the title is just Poker Night at the Inventory. It's tagged with poker. I hope it's tagged with poker. I don't remember now, come to think of it. That'd be really bad if it wasn't. See, deal 2 damage if I kill this one in any way. It's gonna deal 2 damage. So,
Right away.
this is strategy. Anyways, in the turn. So Poker Night of the Inventory, people go searching YouTube for poker. They might see that video. On that video in spotlights, I am putting the cards and the annotations in, so it hopefully points people towards other series. A lot of my older series, the descriptions have been modified as we update. The descriptions need to be modified as we update. We finally got our YouTube channel link, so we have a short link now. It's I believe YouTube www.youtube.com/c/Rydo of all RYDOOSALL, and we have the Google Plus short link too, which is nice. Let's see.
The
Play
dam stand
this.
ready.
Then kill this. And then hit this. And then the turn. So that, because we got new information, that means all the old information for social links needs to be updated. We don't really have anything else on the horizon for that. We tried the Amazon.com affiliate links. They didn't want to deal with me.
Silver Moon.
Tried
shall
a different
not
company.
fall.
They never even emailed me back. So, whatever. Seems like everybody just only wants to do business or give affiliate links to people who have already been really, really popular. So it's a weird system in itself.
My fate is sealed.
Let's see.
In the light's name.
Okay.
Thank you.
My shield for Argon.
Done. Let's see. Okay. I don't know if that was a good move or not. Probably wasn't. Yeah, so there's nothing else there. I need to put the new computer specs in at some point, or just give up on that. And I think people probably will eventually. Someone finally, first time ever, asked what the IP address is in a comment to my Minecraft server, and I just told them, well, it's a private server. It's not gonna work that way. you need to have some videos of you doing something, some really awesome stuff on YouTube before I'm willing to let you on. And then I privately message you. And this person in particular looked like they were a kid. I could be wrong about that, but definitely looked like they were high school level kid, maybe earlier. And that's not to say that I wouldn't let a high school kid on my server, but they've got to be really good at Minecraft. You have to consider yourself somewhere between an average Minecrafter and the best Minecrafter at either architectural or redstone or something else. Probably don't need an expert level survival player on my server. There's not going to be much they could do there, unless they just want to play on my server so they don't have one, which doesn't make any sense. Why would they do that? Why don't they just play single player?
The gates are open.
Yeah, so probably not a survival thing. You have to be somewhere between that, and that's not. I would totally let the best architectural and redstone people on, but the part of that is the whole Minecraft group. They've gone in a very strange direction. It's weird. They went to E3 and they were reporting on it like they were like a YouTube news site. They were interviewing a few people. I mean, they've really shifted from being a group of people who played games, mostly Minecraft, to just mostly Minecraft on their Minecraft server. They've really shifted kind of away from that in a kind of strange way.
Into the breach.
That one. This one can't attack until he's silenced, so I don't need to worry about him. So I don't know really where they're going. They've created their own YouTube network and saying people can join this network, and it's like, wait a minute, you guys had success on your own, but I don't really feel for a second that you have the expertise or any even really large amount of knowledge that would.
Where shall I strike?
Do I want to kill this guy? Or do I want to hit the face? Let's just hit the face.
Into the breach.
Job's done.
In a lot of ways, I think they mostly just got lucky. OMG Chad got lucky to be as popular as he is. He's also very good, but he was in the right place in the right time and knew the right people to get his level of popularity. Sethling is super skilled and does some awesome stuff. So he kind of stands out on his own. And a lot of them have some really funny personalities, but nothing that each of those individual people in Minecraft has immediately gets translated to somebody who joins their network, and their network thing is really just in a partnership with some other YouTube network thing group. And it might easily just be a way where tons of people are asking to join Minecraft, and they got tired of telling people no, so they said, fine, we'll just do this thing. And make it seem like we're letting people in when we really aren't.
Where shall I strike?
Into the breach!
Job's done.
I don't see any reason to join a YouTube network still. I don't think it's gonna partner, like they were talking about collaboration, so let's say I go join the Minecraft network. They're gonna partner me up with somebody who has the same number of subscribers as me. At most that means I double the number of subscribers. And I don't know if that's worth it. I don't need to double the number of subscribers I have. I need to, like, 100 multiply the number of subscribers I have by 100.
Where shall I strike?
Is it then
Job's done.
just keep on collaborating, just keep on collaborating? I don't really have a schedule to collaborate with a bunch of people.
Someone
And I don't see a reason to give 10% of the tiny pennies I'm getting now to another group that is still beholden to every single rule and the problems of YouTube. Until we get off YouTube, unless
Is someone injured?
we can stop doing YouTube, that you're still stuck with the problem. YouTube's gonna take its cut, then some other partner is gonna take a cut on your cut, so you'd be losing money.
Where shall I strike?
None of the groups have any
Someone called.
real negotiating power until you're talking. I would partner with like maybe Viacom. I would partner with maybe Machinima or some group that really has just millions and millions of views, but they wouldn't back me. Like some problem came up, a content ID strike came to my channel. None of those groups that are huge are gonna care about you or back you.
This time.
So the only way you can get any real power and act as a network is if your individual channel is as popular and powerful as an entire network, because that's the truth. The real truth of it is, whatever network you group with is not going to really support you when it comes down to a fight between them and YouTube, because YouTube is always going to win, and they don't want that whole network to be tossed out of YouTube, which I'm sure it says somewhere that YouTube could do that. They could just delete an entire network's videos of
Let the hunt
just block
begin.
everybody on there, and they certainly wouldn't ever get to that point. So they would throw the small guy under the bus. You've got to be the big guy if you want to negotiate for things, and joining with a big guy doesn't really help when you're fighting a bigger guy. You're a medium-sized guy, let's say, and a small guy, you, are not going to add up to the huge guy of YouTube, ever. The only real solution here would be if you just decided to go to your own hosting, where it was, we're going to put all the videos on our own server, which would cost millions and millions of dollars, and we're going to host it. So every time somebody downloads it, it's going to cost us money. And maybe at some point in the future, you can get hosting where it would cost us nothing to put videos up. But right now, that is not the case. The YouTube is the only company that's even willing to do that. So yeah, I see no reason to do a network. I don't think it would get me more views. I think maybe it would even get me bot viewers, which I don't need that. I don't need people making alternate accounts to subscribe to me because they're gonna get caught. If I thought for a second they wouldn't get caught, I'd say, okay,
So
fine.
many
If you want to go
options.
make 5 accounts and subscribe to me, fine, and that's up to you. But you're gonna get caught. You're gonna get in trouble. I'll get in trouble. I'm sure too. People sometimes do things in attempts to help other people, but it can't. If it's a little bit schemy, it's gonna probably backfire. I mean, schemes don't work. They just don't.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
If you want to get me more views, ask your friends to go make an account or subscribe. They already have an account. If you have a Gmail, if you have any kind of Google login, you already have an account to YouTube. So get your friends to subscribe to it. Get your friends to actually watch it. That would be better. But if you just want to do that, that would be helpful. Subscribers who don't watch my channel though will eventually become unsubscribed and dropped, so it's not really that helpful. It's better that people actually do watch it, even if they only watch a little bit. There we go. I think we're gonna win this one. It's a little premature to be saying that, but we'll do it anyway. I need more views too. I have the everything playlist, and if you want to get me more views, click on that playlist and start it playing. That would definitely get me more views because that's every single video I've ever made. The problem with that is you're gonna probably want to scroll down to something more recent, like episode 100 of Hearthstone. Anything past that point is the new series, the current series we're on, and probably gonna be, actually it might not even be the current series we're on. Now that I think about it, it might very well be the previous series. It's series 2, I may be on series 3 at this point. But yeah, you probably are gonna want to skip Binding of Isaac and FTL. It would be helpful if people watch that, but that is the first season. It wasn't great content with FTL. Binding of Isaac's a fine game, but a lot of people don't
So many
like
options.
the storyline of it and the implications of it, which is understandable. Go watch just The Witcher 3 series. That Witcher 3 is almost a movie. You can just watch it like that, and you really don't have to know a lot about the game.
Job's done.
Start that playlist if you just want to watch The Witcher 3, or if you do want to just watch The Binding of Isaac, but only The Binding of Isaac, watch that one. But more views are definitely needed for every series. Kerbal Space Program, I messed that up. It's getting released now. It's going to end pretty fast, and it's probably over by now. I messed that up going further with it. It's just not a game I feel like the game is not done, and I feel like it's not something that was very fun for me to play. Whereas other people, a lot of people were watching it, pretty high views on that one, oddly enough. But I just couldn't continue with it. I couldn't see myself continuing with it. It's too much. Well, gee, this may win this right now. Let's see. Next turn we can do
Enter the
11
shadows.
to the damage plus this. Yep. So we be cruel and do well played. As soon as he ends his turn. Unless he concedes. Nope. Managed to. Looks like he's gonna be able to kill this one. He really needed that. Let's see. This, and the turn.
They are bent to my command.
I need to be able to attack with this thing, so if he manages to kill him, I'm gonna have a trouble. Yep. It's got me down to 5. Alright, stealth, taunt, this, intern. Can he kill me? Probably. It seems like he can. I don't see a reason why he couldn't.
For a little while, I pack a big punch.
Darn it. Darn it, darn it, darn it. Hoping for another victory. Let's keep going. Yep. Need more subscribers, need more viewers, need more Facebook fans. It would be really nice if everybody who followed me on Facebook, let's see, how could I may need to do some work and see if I can find the people who find my subscribers and see if any of them have linked to a Facebook thing and if any of them would like the fan page or whatever.
Malfurion! I must protect the wild. Nature will rise against you.
Come on. I'm hoping this guy surrenders. I'm ready to wrap up. I have other videos I need to record. Let's just talk about The Witcher 3 for a second. We're still recording 125 hours in. I'm hoping... It seems like we're getting to the point where we are wrapping up all the quests. We have just a few quests that are slightly above our level. We're at level 26. They said most reviewers beat the game at level 30 or 35. but I'm playing kind of as a completionist, so that might be an indication I'm not even halfway done with the game, which would be a bit of a problem. I don't think it really works that way though, because a lot of the quests are giving us just 5 experience for doing the sub quests, and so getting 5 experience is not going to ever really level you up. I get more experience by killing one monster that's near my own level. Do you like to play with fire? Than doing the quests. If I fight a level 26 fog, when I looked at it, it gave me like 40 experience. After you cast a spell, it's going to do 1 damage to everybody. Okay. But I'm hoping that somehow we'll be close to being done with it. I want to wrap it up to Witcher 3. Once the Witcher 3 is off my table, I don't have any reason to ever go play it again. At least not till some DLC or something comes out. They're still releasing DLC for it, so it would be kind of bad if I beat the game before that happened. But I wouldn't be too upset about it. A lot of the DLC stuff that's being released is not actual missions. It's just items or different looks. Gee, you can't do anything this turn.
For the wild.
Once I have The Witcher 3 off the table, I can really start thinking about what Season 3 is going to be about. Or how we want to do Season 3. Series 3. I'm calling them series, not seasons, anyways. Because there's not 4 of them in a year. Well, there probably isn't always going to be 4 of them in a year. I need to definitely look at the time things are released. Is the time things are getting released helping me get any views? I need to go back and look at every single episode that's released and see how many views, if any, did this get, how many views, if any, did this get. A lot of them, the answer is they didn't get any. They got the 1 view of me, and that's it. Figure out which ones worked well. Some of the Twitter things, when I include the creators of the games, some of the people really do respond and watch the videos. Some of the people don't. Some of the series are going really long. In fact, almost all the series are going a lot longer than what I thought they would. I imagine people don't realize just how much time they spend on video games until you start really looking at it. This is a mech, this is a mech. Let's see, do I want to do 1 more damage or 3 more damage? There we go.
Job done.
I want to try and find the shortest of short things to play. Mirror's Edge 2 is coming out. I think it's called Mirror's Edge Catalyst, unless that's a spin-off game. So that gives an opportunity to try to play Mirror's Edge on the new computer, see if the recording and if it crashes like the first time. Again, not a short game, just another. That would be just another thing. Let's see.
Snakes.
For the wild.
I have a Jurassic Park Telltale game to play. Will I be able to record that and get it out while Jurassic World is still an interesting on people's minds? Maybe, maybe not. Racing to get things out. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's odd. It's very odd. Sometimes
got the beast in my sight.
sometimes racing gets me a lot of views. Sometimes it doesn't. No, I just don't have a clue. That's where a expertise in advertising would be able to say, this is the reason. This is the reason that this thing was popular.
For the wild.
And frankly, that's not even the truth of it. A lot of that stuff is just survey stuff. It's like, we surveyed 1,000 people and this is what they said on the survey. And then you have to throw out all that information because who really answers surveys but a very specific type of person who may not be your target audience at all.
What to do?
It's not anywhere as good as just the basic analytics that YouTube gives us, which is pretty in
I
detail
must
and
safeguard the land.
still doesn't really help that much.
I wait for no one.
Do I think Series 3 is gonna launch with new art and stuff? No. It's highly unlikely.
Into the breach!
For the wild.
Will I be able to get an outro out by Series 3? Probably not. I'm gonna try to see if that will work, but if this trick will work, but I don't think it will. Will the new YouTube gaming thing help me at all? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Depends. Last I heard about it, you have to start a whole new channel, specifically for just games. And I'm like, what? Wait a minute. Can I not transfer my channel? My channel has only been about gaming so far. Why would I have to start a new one? That's certainly a weird foot to start off on. Is that just an attempt to level the playing field so people like PewDiePie don't come in and immediately flood the whole thing? That sucks. I don't know. I think they probably want PewDiePie to come in and flood the whole thing.
For the wild.
They want videos that are interesting and people approving videos that have a lot of views, I would assume. I don't know. Oh, I think after this game, if we don't win, I'm just going to do it off screen.
For the wild.
I don't think I can go any further. I need to do some other stuff, and making another episode where I just need to get one victory doesn't make any sense, even though it may take me 5 more games to get a victory. I don't have anything more to say. Channel update, income and all that, still under $10, nowhere near the $100 minimum to actually be paying any income. $10 is what gets reported to the IRS. Very, very possible that at the end of this year, I will have just slightly over $10 in income that gets reported to the IRS, and then that money will never get paid to me, and I'll have to pay taxes on money I never even received, which is a strange system. Strange that that's legal.
For the wild.
Really, that somebody can report income and then not pay you, but I think it probably happens a lot more than you would think.
Ah, the great outdoors.
Alright, let's see if this helps. We play this.
Job done.
Their turn. So with this guy, he'll always bring a taunt. That means he has to summon at least 2 creatures, but wouldn't be that hard to kill this guy or summon 2 creatures. If I give each one of these 2, that's 2, 4, 6, 10, 12, 11, 13, 14. Yep, that didn't help. I only have a few cards left. He has 5 cards left, I have a few cards left.
For the wild. Job done.
In the turn. If I could get him to draw more cards somehow, we could possibly deck him. No, he's gonna get me to draw more cards. Look at this. Look at this. I am down to how many cards? 2. So I have 2 turns to win before he's gonna take me out.
I'm almost out of cards.
Yeah, I know that. This,
Bathe in
This.
flames.
and then
Bathe in
This.
flames.
Job done.
and in the turn.
I'm almost out of cards.
So this will be 7, 14, 19 plus 3. Something. He's got me beat. This is the druid strategy
Out
here.
of cards.
Here.
I'm out of cards.
This is the strategy. Make us draw cards, make us lose.
Drink with me, friend.
Oh yeah, I
For
return
no
them
one.
to the hand, draw 2 cards. Take 2 damage. Take 3 damage. Take 4 damage. Take 5 damage. That's the druid strategy that only seems to work when you're playing a really bad player like me. Anyways, that's the end of this recording session. I will get this last victory needed offline. I don't see a reason to make a 3rd episode. Tavern Brawl next week, back in 21 hours. We will see what that is next recording session. Anyways, as always, I ask you to like this video. Need a lot more likes. I don't talk about it much, but go through my everything playlist and just like everything. Please. If you like the video, like it. If you don't like it, put a thumbs down. Either way works pretty well. I'd prefer everybody do thumbs up, but any engagement is better than no engagement. Share it with your friends, share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it everywhere so I get more views that way. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, of course, that's the #1 thing. Comment on videos, definitely helpful when you comment, when you put more engagement in there. If you have anything to say, or just say cool, whatever, love it. And watch every second of my videos, that helps too with YouTube. YouTube tracks that. All that stuff I really need done. We need to build the channel more. Also, if you want to support me, it's really helpful. It'd be really helpful if you could support me. Click on my name, Rydo. That gets you to my main YouTube page. On the right is a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. Any donation helps. Even $1 or $2 helps. That can get me a game during a sale on Steam. So don't think there's no amount that is too small, really. If you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media site like Twitter, Facebook, Google+, Steam, Battle.net, friend me on those things. That'd be helpful too. All that information is down below. There are links down below except for Battle.net, which is just my Battle.net ID. You would have to click here and just add it to friend me. I do need a lot more friends on Hearthstone in particular. I don't have enough people so that there is always somebody online. So when I get a quest that says watch and learn, it was a very big challenge last time I got that quest to wait till somebody was online and watch them win a game. So I need a ton more people as friends on Hearthstone. If you play Hearthstone. Or even if you don't, you can still friend me. It doesn't matter. Anyways, that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good evening.